Hey, what's going on? And welcome back to the Dinosaur video series. Our design phase is where things really started to take shape for the SLUGME 10 project, and where Frank the SLUGASAURUS was officially born. It all started with a series of team meetings where we were trying to figure out what exactly we were going to build. We had a ton of ideas, and honestly, they were all pretty solid. To organize everything, we used 3D Lean, and we could have used 3D Whiteboard too. This is the perfect place to get all those ideas up on a shared board. Being able to see everything laid out in one place made a huge difference, and it really helped us step back, compare concepts, and start narrowing things down as a team. Eventually, one idea kept rising to the top: dinosaurs. At first, we thought it might be really cool to do something functional, like a dinosaur-themed bench or a couch. But the more we talked about it, the more we realized, why limit it? Why not just go all in and create a full-on dinosaur sculpture? Thanks to my kids, we had tons of reference material right here in my shop. We kicked things off with some quick concept sketches, just trying to get the ideas out fast and nothing too crazy. From there, we jumped straight into 3D modeling and started to build out these concepts inside Solidworks xDesign. Right away, I started pushing towards a really aggressive, large T-Rex style design. And Gian took a totally different approach with a more raptor-inspired look. And then Dan Wagner came in with a game-changing idea and said, why not combine the two of them? That's where the name SLUGASAURUS REX came from. And from that point on, we weren't designing just a dinosaur, we were designing our dinosaur. And you know what, it was something unique, something that this world has never seen before. Once we had that direction, Gian dove really hard into developing the main body in xDesign. And this is where the collaboration side of the project really kicked in. Even though Gian's down in Miami and I'm up here in New York, we were both able to jump in on the same model and build out different parts. And we just kept stacking ideas on top of each other. This phase was honestly one of the most exciting parts of the entire project. We were constantly going back and forth, adding spikes, tweaking proportions, throwing in horns here and there, and just pushing the design limits further and further each time we touched it. It was fast, creative, and super fun to work on. One of the suggestions I made early on was that we should have one of the hands planted down into the ground, like this thing's getting ready to jump or spring at you. Plus, that extra third point of contact will just make the structure that much more stable and honestly a lot safer to work on once we got into fabrication. At the same time, we weren't just designing something to look cool. We knew we had to actually build this thing. So every decision had to balance creativity with reality. While Gian was refining the model, he was also working closely with Sal Lama to develop the internal structure, also known as the armature. This is the backbone of the sculpture, and it's critical for making sure everything is solid and actually buildable. This early in the stage, we were already thinking ahead of how we could build this thing, how it could be assembled and brought into the real world. And that mindset carried through on everything we did from that point on. With the dinosaur model completed, we were now ready to enter the most terrifying part of the entire project, the building phase. So check out the next video where we just get after it and we bring this giant creative masterpiece into the real world.